أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Lesson 6a. Understand Al-Quran the easy way, part 1, Salah. You are welcome. In this lesson, inshallah, we will study the Fajr, Azan and prayer, and after wuzu, prayer, and in grammar, be, fi, ala, and thus we will learn 6 new words which appear in Muslim more than 3,700 times. Say Alhamdulillah. By the end of 6th lesson, we will learn 63 words which occur in Mus'haf almost more than 23,000 times. In the Azan of the Fajr, we say the following words after Hayya ala al-Falah. As-salatu khayrun minan nawm. Let's see the meaning. As-salat means salah, the prayer. Khayrun mean is the better, meaning from, unknown, the sleep. Let's see the construction of as-salat. Alif Lam telling is an ism, and is a proper ism meaning marfa. And Ronta is telling is an feminine word and as a singular. And look, the khairun tanween is telling is an ism, it's a singular, and it's a masculine, and it's a nakra, mean common noun. Look at the unknown. Alif Lam telling is an ism, and it's a proper ism, and then it's a singular, and at the same time it's a masculine. So the khairun means better. No means sleep. Sleep is similar to death. Salah is real life. Sleep is call of ourselves, and Salah is a call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sleep is comfort for our body, and Salah is comfort for our soul. Remember, at the time of Fajr, sleep is harmful for health. Freshness of the morning is the best remedy for a healthy body. It gives us a sense of happiness, calms our agitated nerves, and relaxes the mind, body, and soul. Alimu uktubu, please repeat this part. The Qama, when the Jama, means the group Salah, starts praying, the words of Adhan are repeated. After Hayya al-Falah, the words Qad Qamatis Salah. Certainly the Salah is established or repeated twice. So let's see the Qad Qamatis Salah. Qad means certainly, Qamat means established. As-Salah, the prayer. Certainly the Salah is established. So additional word in the Qama after Hayya ala Salah and Hayya ala Falah are Qad Qamatis Salah, Qad Qamatis Salah. It is repeated twice. So Qad means certainly, and Qamat means she stood up, As-Salat, the prayer. So certainly the Salah is established. The message which we get from this word, Azan is called for people to come to masjid for prayer. And Akama is the call for people sitting in the masjid and waiting for the prayer to join the Jama behind the Imam. Alimu Uktu, please read and write this part. Was before and after the wudu, prayers for the wudu is while starting wudu, we say Bismillah, mean in the name of Allah. About this dua after the wudu, there's a hadith. The messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, whoever of you performs wudu carefully and then affirms this, the 8 gates of Jannah are open for him or her. He or her may enter through the whichever of these gates he or she desires to enter. Let's to see the after wudu. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. We have said this part in Azan. Ashhadu, I bear witness, and that law, no, ilah, no God, no God. Illah, except Allah, Allah. We accept Allah, there is no God. We have learned this in Azan. The next part is explanation of this was given earlier in the lesson on the Azan. Remember that the Prophet ﷺ said, he whose last words are La ilaha illallah will enter Jannah. Exhort your dying men to recite La ilaha illallah. An emergency doctor who was serving in an Arab country said that during his service he has seen several people dying, but only one or two were able to recite La ilaha illallah at their last breath. May Allah help us to recite La ilaha illallah and do His zikr more often so that we get a chance to say La ilaha illallah at our death. The next part is Wahdahu la sharika lahu. Wahdahu, two part, Wahda and Hu. Wahda means alone. Who means he is alone. La means no. Sharik means the partner, means no partner. Lahu again two part. La we have studied. La means him. Lahu to him or for him. Wahdahu he is alone. The similar word are Wahid, Ahad, Tawheed. They all have been derived from the same root word. Sharif mean partner. We use certain words on the similar pattern. They are Sharik, Shurka, Shirk, Mushrik. They all are derived from the same word. Lahu, we have done the table. Lahu, lahum, laka, li, lakum, lana, laha. So lahu has come from that table. The message from Wahdahu la sharikahu means Wahdahu, he is alone, la sharik, there is no partner, lahu, for him. So there is no partner in him. So Wahdahu la sharikahu means he is alone, there is no partner to him. The message we get 3 times not acknowledgement of Allah's oneness. First we said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. I witness that there is no God except Allah. Then we say Wahdahu, he is alone. Then we say La Sharika, there is no partner to him. So 3 times we witness, 3 times we repeat this. Allah is the one, Allah is the one. Allah will never forgive those who do shirk. Mean the associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is called the shirk. Recite this keeping in mind the dangerous consequences of the shirk. So this was the complete kalma, mean the complete part of the shahada practice in Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. I bear witness that there is no God except Allah. He is alone. There is no partner to him. Allimu, please read and repeat. Then the part of the dua is وَأَشْهَدُ أَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا عَبْدُهُ وَرَسُولُهُ. What means and ashhadu, I bear witness, and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, abduhu, two part, abd and who. Abd means slave, who means his, means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wa and rasuluhu, rasul means the messenger, who means his. Wa rasuluhu, three part, wa, rasul and who. Let's proceed. We have learned this part, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan in Azan. Here the new word is Abduhu and Rasulullah. Let's look on Abdul. There is a word we say Abdullah. It's a name of somebody and say Abdullah. Abdul means slave. Allah, the Allah. If in place of Allah, if we put the pronoun Abdullah, mean his slave, mean the Allah's slave. Abdullah, his slave. Then we say Wawa is a harf mean and Rasulu. Rasulu mean his messenger. So this is the Rasul is a singular and the plural is Rusul. Rasul is singular, plural is Rusul. Message from this part we get explanation to this was given in the Azan lesson. The word slave is added here. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam called as Abdul bin his slave. Previous nations such as Christians had raised their prophet Isa Islam to the level of God by making him Allah's son. So Allah and His Messenger Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam want us to be safe from this such type of shirk. Therefore, we are asked to repeat these words in our salah every time. Allah made us and we are for Him. He owns us and everything else. We are all slaves of Allah and should live like a true slave. The best slave of Allah is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He is a model for us how a true slave should be. Alimu Oktubu, please repeat this part. MashaAllah, we have covered the major part. Let's come to the actual dua. Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabin. Or you can say Allahumma ij'alni minat tawabin. If you want to say separate, then you will say Allahumma ij'alni minat tawabin. If you want to combine, you will say Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabin. Look the word Allah. We have studied earlier. Oh Allah. Allahumma is the one single word. It will not be break into parts. It is fixed for only and only for Allah. It is a calling word. We are called, oh Allah. Allahumma means, oh Allah. Ij'alni, two part. Ij'al, make me. Ij'alni, make me. Mean from, among. At-tawabin. At-tawabin, those who repent. Those who repent. Those who return. Those who do the tawbah. So what is that word? At-tawabin. It's an ism fail harf. What is that? Alif Lam telling is an ism. And Alif Lam is also telling is a marfa, meaning it's a proper name. And Ya Nun is telling it's a plural word. And Ya Nun also telling is a masculine because the masculine plural we do by addition of Waw Nun and Ya. And for the feminine, we had alif ta. So it's not alif ta, so it's a masculine word. So we know all the four aspects of this word. First is an ism because alif ta. Second is a proper noun, meaning the marfa because alif lam. Third is a plural because yanun is at the end. Fourth, it's masculine because yanun is the sign of plural of masculine. So Allahumma, we said it's a fix for Allah for the calling. Ij'alni, ij'al mean make me, make me, at-tawabin, those who repent. There is word tawab. It's a singular and the plural is tawabun and tawabin. Here the word tawabin has been used with alif. The next part of dua is waj'alni minal mutatahharin. Wa mean and ij'al, make me, waj'alni, and make me, mean from al-mutatahharin, those who purify themselves. Let's see the constructions of the al-mutatahharin. Alif Lam telling is an ism. And at the same time, Alif Lam presence telling is a marfa, mean proper noun. And then at the end, ya mean that is a plural word. And Yanun is also telling it's masculine because the Yanun and Bhanun is the plural sign of masculine. So we say this is an ism because Alif Lam is there. This is a proper noun because Alif Lam is there. It's a plural word because Yanun is there. It's a masculine word because Yanun and Bhanun are the plural sign for masculine. The word is mutatahhar. This is a singular. And plural will be mutatahharun and mutatahharin. Here the word mutatahharin is being used. So the message from this we get, we need to repent often and live in sincerity. We humans commit mistakes again and again. So the steps to Tawbah are with firm belief that Allah will accept our repentance. Accept that you sin. Then feel guilty you did the wrong thing. Have a firm intention of never repeating the sin. And fourth, return all the things unlawfully grabbed from the others. And then say, utter these words. Astaghfirullah. So, what are the steps of Tawbah? First, accept that you sin. Secondly, feel guilty. Then have a firm intention of never repeating the sin. Then return all the things unlawfully grabbed from the others and utter the words Astaghfirullah. That is the procedure of Tawbah. Purity means purity in our beliefs, purity in our thoughts, purity of our body, purity of clothes, purity of places. And oh Allah, make us pure in every aspect. Al-Mutatahrin means purity of everything. Let's to see the complete dua. This is the complete dua, actual dua. It's a very short and can be memorized easily. Allahumma ja'alni minat tawabiin waj'alni minat muttaqin. Look, Allahumma ij'alni minat tawabiin and waj'alni min. Again, the same repetitions of the word al-mutatahhir. Tawabin and mutatahhirin are the two words to be done, and Allahumma in the beginning and middle is the ij'alni. ثم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. And look what is the reward for this one. Anyone who start wuzu with Bismillah and then say this kalma shahadat means ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. And after that recite this short dua. اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. The Prophet said, 8 gates of Jannah are open for you. Every gate is fixed for certain people. Just one is for Sham, one is for Shukra, one is for Ambiya, one is for so and so forth. So all the 8 gates of Jannah are open for just that person who he or she recite this dua of the Buddha. MashaAllah, congratulations. We completed our first part. Let's go to the second part, that is grammar. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulullah. Rabbi sharh li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul uqdat min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lesson 6 would be understand Al-Quran the easy way part of grammar. You are welcome. We will learn grammar with the help of TPI. What is TPI? Total physical interaction. It's easy, interesting, and interactive. What is that? It's hear it, see it, think it, say it, show it, love it, and do it together. Means use your all body senses and your all ability to learn the Arabic grammar. And make some partners who help you to learn the grammar. Let's have the few questions or fifth part of the revision from the last lesson. We learn the Arabic words are of 3 types. One is called ism. Ism means noun. That may be name of something just like Kitab Makkah, or it may be some attributes like Muslim moment. There are certain signs for the ism. Any word which starts with alif lam is called an ism. Second, if there is no alif lam, but at the end, if you find dhammatan, fatatan, kasratan, meaning double dhamma, double fatha, or double kapha, any one of them sign, meaning tanween, that is also. And the third example is if the word is plural, at the end, if you find wawnun, yanun, or alif ta, then that will also be an ism. Let's to see the second type of word is called fail. Fail means word. That word which tells us about an action and having a tense. Just like fataha, he opened, that is a past tense. Ya'maluna, they do or they know, that is a mudare. The third type of word is called harf or the particles that joins nouns and or verb, just like be, li, min, fi, inna, and today, inshallah, we will start the harf. This is our base table of pronouns. Huwa, he, whom, they. Repeat thrice in other. Huwa, whom, huwa, whom, huwa, whom. Huwa means he, whom means they. The next part is the white color. See, anta, you, ana, I. Please repeat thrice in a bit. Anta, ana, anta, ana, anta, ana. Anta, you, ana, I. The next part is green color. Antu, you, or. Nahnu, we. Please repeat thrice in a bit. Antum, nahnu. Antum, nahnu. Antum, nahnu. Antum means you or nahnu means you. Let's repeat the complete table with translation. Huwa, he, from they. Anta, you, ana, I. Antum, or nahnu, we. Then we saw there is another form of these pronouns called the attached pronoun. They can come in the shape of who means his, from, there, ka, your, he, my, your, na, us. Let's repeat each pair in Arabic 3 times. Who, whom, who, whom, who, whom. Who means his, who means there. Ka, e, ka, e, ka, e. Ka means your, e means my. Kum, na, kum, na, kum, na. Kum means your, na means us. Let's to see the complete table with translation. Kum, his, kum, there, ka, your, he, my, kum, your, na, us. So if we attach something with these pronouns, we get a complete table. Look, Rabbuhu, Rabbuhum, Rabbuhu, Rabbuhum, Rabbuhu, Rabbuhum. What's the meaning? Rabbuhu is Rabb. Rabbuhum, their Rabb. See the second part. Rabbuka, your Rabb. Rabbi, my Rabb. Let's repeat it guys. Rabbuka, Rabbi. Rabbuka, Rabbi. Rabbuka, Rabbi. Rabbuka, your Rabb. Rabbi, my Rabb. That's the last part. That is a plural. Rabbukum, your Rabb. Rabbuna, our. Repeat guys in Arabic. Rabbukum, Rabbuna. Rabbukum, Rabbuna. Rabbukum, Rabbuna. Verse means Rabbukum, your Rabb or Lord. Rabbuna, our Rabb or our Lord. Let's to have the translation for the complete table. Rabbuhum, his Rabb. Rabbuhum, their Rabb. Rabbuka, your Rabb. Rabbi, my Rabb. Rabbukum, your Rabb. Rabbuna, our Rabb. Rabb means Lord. Rabbuhu is Lord. Rabbuhum, their Lord. Rabbuka, your Lord. Rabbi, my Lord. Rabbukum, your all Lord. Rabbuna, our. We see this word li. Li means for. How we remember the meaning? Alhamdulillah. Lillah. Lillah means for Allah. So far, Lillah means for. The next word is min. Min means from. How we remember the meaning? From the phrase A'udhu billahi minash shaitan. Minash shaitan means from the shaitan. The third word is an. An means with. What is the meaning of an? With. How we remember? From the phrase Raziallahu Ta'ala and who with him and who with him. Let's to join them these three herbs with the Kun, Ka, I, Na, and Ha. I mean Ha. These three haruf, they appears in Mus'haf almost 5,000 times. They come 4,992. It means almost 5,000 times. They are so important for us to make their table. When what are the words we learn? Li means for. What is the meaning? For. How we say remember the meaning? From Alhamdulillah. Mean from. How we remember? From the phrase A'udhu billahi minash shaitan. And mean with. How we remember? From Rasulullah Ta'ala. Let's to draw them. First we'll take the La or Li. Both have the same meaning. Means for. And how we remember? Alhamdulillah. Let's to join that. Lahu for him. Lahu for them. Repeat thrice. Lahu, lahum, lahu, lahum, lahu, lahum. What is the meaning? Lahum for him, lahum for them. Let's to proceed the second part of the table. Laka for you, li for me. Repeat thrice. Laka, li, laka, li, laka, li. Let's to have the last part of the table, that is the plural. Lakum for you all, lana for us. Repeat thrice. Lakum, lana, lakum, lana, lakum, lana. What's meaning? Lakum for you, lana for us. Let's see the complete table with translation. Lahu for him, lahum for them, laka for you, li for me, lakum for you all, lana for us. Let's to take the second letter or the particle, that is min. What is the meaning of min? From. How we remember? From the phrase A'udhu billahi minash shaitan. Minash shaitan, from shaitan. So min means from. Let's make the table. Minhu, from him. Minhu, from. Please repeat 3 times in Arabic. Minhu, minhum. Minhu, minhum. Minhu, minhum. Minhu, from him. Minhum, from them. Let's to see the second part, that is the word. Minka, from you. Minni, from. Please repeat 3 times in Arabic. Minka, minni. Minka, minni. Minka, minni. But the meaning, minka means from you. Minni, from me. The last part, that is plural. Minkum, from you all. Minna, from us. 3 times. Minkum, minna. Minkum, minna. Minkum, minna. Minkum from you all. Minna from us. Let's revise once more. The complete table. Minhu, from. Minhum, from them. Minka, from you. Minni, from me. Minkum, from all. Minna, from us. The third letter is or the harsh is particle an. An means with. How we remember the meaning from phrase Raziullah Ta'ala and who mean with it. Let's do the other table. And who with him. And who with them. Let's to repeat three times in Arabic. And who and whom and whom and whom and whom and whom. What is the meaning? And who with him and who with them. Let's to see the second part. Anka with you and me with you. Three times in Arabic. Anka and me. Anka and me. Anka and me. Anka means with you and me means with me. Let's have the third part that is plural. Ankum with you all. Anna with us. Three times in Arabic. Ankum, Anna. Ankum, Anna. Ankum, Anna. Ankum means with you all. Anna with us. Let's to see the complete table with translation. Anhu with him. Anhu with them. Anka with you. Anni with you. Ankum with you all. Anna with us. So the today lesson is we will learn three more particles, that is be, fi, ala. Earlier we learned three, what were they? The, be, and. Today we will learn be, fi, ala. Let's proceed. So the first word is be, the second is the fi, and the third particle is ala. We will join them with hu, hum, ka, I, kum, na on the similar pattern as we did with the la, min, and an. Be mean in. Meaning of be is mean. How you can remember from the phrase Bismillah in the name of God. So let's to draw the table. Be he in him. Be him in them. Three times in Arabic we repeat. Be he, be him. Be he, be him. Be he, be him. Be he in him, be him in them. Let's to see the second part of the table. Bika in you, be in me. Three times in Arabic. Bika, be. Bika, be. Bika, be. Bika mean in you, be mean in me. Let's to have the third part that is a plural. Bikum in you all, bina in us. Three times in Arabic. We will repeat. Bikum, bina. Bikum, bina. Bikum, bina. Bikum means in you all, bina means in us. Let's to see the complete table with translation. Be he in him. Be him in them. Bika in you. Be in me. Bikum in you all. Bina in us. MashaAllah, congratulations. You got the one. Let's to see the second one. That is fee. What is the second word? Fee. Or the particle is fee. What is the meaning of fee? In. Again, in. See mean also in. How we remember the meaning? With the phrase fee sabilillah. In the way of Allah. Let's to draw the table. Fihi in him. Fihi in the. Please repeat three times. Fihi, fi him. Fihi, fi him. Fihi, fi him. Fihi mean in him. Fihim mean in them. Let's have the second one. Fika in you. Fiya in me. Three times in Arabic. Fika, fiya. Fika, fiya. Fika, fiya. Fika means in you. Fiya in me. Let's look the third part. Fikum in you all. Fina in us. Please repeat three times in Arabic. Fikum, fina. Fikum, fina. Fikum, fina. Let's do repeat the meaning. Fikum means in you all. Fina in us. Complete table now with translation. Fihim in him, fihim in them, fika in you, fiya in me, fikum in you all, fina in us. The new words high, very good. We will use this word. Hal fihi high, it's in it good. We will say naam fihi khair. Yes, there is a good in it. Hal fihim khair, is there good in them? We will say naam fihim khair. Yes, there is better in them. If I ask hal fika khair, the, so the answer will not be fika. It will be naam fiya khair. Yes, it's good in me. If I ask hal fikum khair, the answer will be not the kum. It will be na. Naam fina khair. Yes, it's good in us. The next particle is Allah. Allah means on. How we remember the meaning of Allah from phrase Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum means Allah means on or with you. That's to draw the table. Alaihi on him. Alaihim on. Three times. Alaihi, alaihim, alaihi, alaihim, alaihi, alaihim. Alaihim means on them, on him, alaihim on them. Let's look the second part. Alayka only, alayya only. Three terminal. Alayka, alayya, alayka, alayya, alayka, alayya. Alayka means on you, alayya means on you. The last part, the plural part of the table, alaykum on you all, alayna on us. Alaykum, alayna, alaykum, alayna, alaykum, alayna. Alaykum means on you all, alayna on us. Let's see the table complete with translation. Alayhi on him, alayhim on them, alayka on you, alayya on me, alaykum on you all, alayna on us. We say rabbihi. For the feminine, we say rabbiha. We say bihi. For feminine, we say biha. For masculine, we say fihi. For her, we say fiha. Alayhi for the male. For the female, we say alayha. For the male, we say lahu. For her, we say laha. For the masculine, we say minhu. Here we say minha. For the masculine, we say anhu. For here, we say anha. So, the today lesson was we learned the word or the particle the. What is the meaning? In. How we can remember from the phrase Bismillah. The second particle we learned is the fi. Fi means and. How we can remember from phrase Fi sabilillah. And the third one is Allah. Allah means on. How can we remember from the phrase Assalamu alaikum. And then we join them with the pronouns. When we join the be, we got this table. Be ye in him, be him in them, be ka in you, be in me, be kum in you all, be na in us, and be ha in her. Let's join the fee. The table becomes like fihi in him, fihim in them, fika in you, fiya in me, fikum in you all, fina in us, fiha in her. When we join the Allah, the table becomes like this, appeared alayhi on him, alayhim on them, alayka on you, alayya on me, alaykum on you all, alayna on us, alayha on her. These are the complete set. Li mean for. How we remember? From Alhamdulillah. Mean from. How we remember? A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, minash shaitan. An mean for about or say. mean from. How will you know? Radiallahu ta'ala anhu. We mean with him. Let's to grab their table. Lahu, lahum, laka, li, lakum, lana, fa, ha, laha. From mean will be negligible. Minhu, minhum, minka, minni, minhum, minna, and for her, minha. Anhu, anhu, anka, anni, anhum, anna, and for anha. Then today we study the three more particles. Fi, fi mean in. How we remember meaning? Fi sabilillah. We mean with or in. How we remember the meaning? From Bismillah. Allah, Allah mean on. From the phrase we remember meaning, Assalamu alaikum. Let's go up there. Fihi, fihim, fika, fiya, fikum, fina, and for her, fiha. Bihi, bihim, bika, bi, bikum, bina, and for her, biha. Alayhi, alayhim, alayka, alayya, alaykum, alayna, for her, alayka. So this was the total lesson we learned today and yesterday. We learned the first set yesterday. La, min, and today we learned fi, bi, ala. So thus we completed six particles harf-jar. Total we will learn they are 9. So only 3 are left, which we will cover in the next class. Let's do a little test. Be him. What is the meaning and where I should point? Be mean in. Him mean them. Be him mean in them. We will point 4 finger to the right. Fikum. Fi mean again in and kum mean you. Fikum, 4 finger front side. Fikum in you all. Alayhi. Alayhi mean on. He mean who. So we will say alayhi on him with 1 finger on the right side. MashaAllah, well done. You have covered that. Let's to have few questions. The meanings of mean is to, on, from, with, A, B, C, D. Mean from. So the C is correct. From. The second question is Sirat means those straight path favor. Mean A, B, C, D. Sirat means the path. So we will say path C is the correct answer. The next is translate Allahu Akbar. The options are Allah is full of glory, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the highest, Allah is the worthy of praise, ABC. We studied in Azan, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greater. So the B is correct answer. Next, translate min Rabbikum. Mean from Rabbi, mean Rabbikum, from your Rabb. For your Rabb, from your Rabb, from our Rabb, from his Rabb. So min Rabbikum, from your Rabb. So that is where B. So B is the correct answer. Translate Naumakum. Their sleep, his sleep, your sleep, my sleep, ABC. Naum means sleep, kum means you. So your sleep. So the C is correct answer. Translate Abdul. Their slaves, his slaves, their slaves, his slaves, ABCD. Abdul, Abd means slave, who means his. So his slaves, so the B is the correct answer. Let's translate. Ij'alni, make me, make them, makes me, make him. Ij'al, make me. So ij'alni, make me. So the first one is correct. A is the correct. Translate. At-tawabin, one who repents, those who purify themselves, those who repent, one who purifies themselves, ABC. At-tawabin means those who repents. So the C is correct. Those who repent. The One who recites the dua after wudu will get knowledge. Allah be pleased with him. The 8 gates of Jannah will be open for him. The 7 gates of Jahannam are closed for him. A, B, C, D. As we studied, the reward for this dua reciting is the 8 gates of Jannah are open for him. So the C is Al-Mutatahhirin means those who purify their clothes, purify their thoughts, purify their homes, purify their beliefs. Purify, the Mutatahhirin means all these things, the clothes, thoughts, homes, and the beliefs, they all. So the ABCD, all are correct. The next thing, conditions of a true tawbah: to leave the sin, to intend not to repeat, feel sorry, to return whatever is taken wrongly from others. So these are all the conditions of tawbah, and we have studied. So all the A, B, C, D, 4 are correct. The next, in the dua after wudu, Tawheed is emphasized once, 3 times, 2 times, 4 times. We saw that Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, then we say Wa'adahu, then we say La ilaha illallah. So that is the 3 times. So the 3 times is correct. So the B is the correct answer. What will be the translation of Rasulun Minallah? Messengers from Allah, messengers from Allah, messengers from Allah, the messengers from Allah, ABCD. Rasul means messenger, mean Allah from Allah. So the answer will be a messenger from Allah. C is the correct answer. Meaning of Walil Mu'mineen, for the believing men and for the believing women, for the believing women and for the believing men. A, B, C, D. Wa mean and li mean for lil mu'minina, for the mu'min mean the believer men. So the answer is D, and for the believing men. The next question is translate min Rabbihi, from my Lord, from his Lord, from her Lord, from their Lord, A, B, C, D. Min mean from, Rab mean Rab, Lord, he, his. So from his Lord, B is the correct answer. Translate, A'udhu bika, I seek refuge in him, I seek refuge in me, I seek refuge in you, I will seek refuge in you. A'udhu bika, I seek refuge in you. But remember, it is mudare, it will always have double translation. I seek refuge in you and I will seek refuge in you. In present and future, both meanings are there in mudare. Translate, amantu billahi. I believed in Allah, I believed from Allah, I believed for Allah, I believed ABC. Amantu means I believe billah in Allah. So the first is correct, I believe in Allah. The next translate in you all. Fikum, minkum, lakum, alaykum, ABC. In mean fi. All you kum. So the first one is correct. Nam mean fikum. Translate fi sabilillah, for the path of Allah, to path of Allah, in the path of Allah, on the path of Allah, ABC. Fi mean in, sabil mean path, Allah, Allah. So in the path of Allah, the C is correct. Hal fikum khair, answer in Arabic. Nam fihim khair, nam fihi khair, nam fihina khair, nam fiya khair, ABCD. Always turn with the na. So find out the na is on the C. Na'am fina khair. So that is the correct answer, C. Passage, alayhim, on him, on you all, on them, on us, ABC. Alayhim, him, them. So the C is correct, on them. Translate, Assalamu alayna, peace on him, peace on us, peace on them, peace on you, ABC. Assalam means the peace, alayna, on us. So the B is correct. Translate, on those who Fillazina, minallazina, alallazina, billazina. A, B, C, D. On mean, on mean, Allah. Those who alallazina. So the C is correct. Feminine of fihi. Fiha, fihim, fiya, fiha. We have just this exercise. Fihi, fiha. So the D is correct. Let's do the learning tip of the day. Forgetting, many of our friends say that they can't remember the meanings. Let's study the science of forgetting. Whatever you learn, you may forget, so revision is the necessary. Revision is important, but the system of revision is more important. Look, if you learn 100 things, what happens? Then after 1 hour, you will forget 70%. Even if you revise after an hour, then you will remember it for 1 day. But after 1 day, you will forget again the 70%. If you revise after 1 day, you will remember it for 1 week. But after 1 week, again you will forget what the 70%. If you revise after 1 week, then again you will forget 70% after 1 month. If you revise after 1 month, then after 6 months, you will forget 70%. Know that you know how the brain forget. We will see how we can develop a system for revisions in the learning tip of the next lesson. Alhamdulillah, by the end of this lesson, we have uh, learned almost 63 words so far, and they appear in WhatsApp 23,267 times. Look at the battery cell. You are charged so much, means you are just covered almost more than half of your target. Our target is 232 words, and they will give us the words in Masaf 41,111. And in 6 lessons only, you learn the 63 words out of 232. And you are almost covered the half part of the your target. Remember 7 homework. What are 2 hours of talawa? Mean open the Mushraf every day from any place and read at least for 5 minutes from the Mushraf. Then close it and then recall your memory, whatever you memorize, whatever you have learned earlier, recite it for 5 minutes. So these two are the tasks of the Talawa. Then next is your textbook. You must have got the textbook. If you don't have the hard copy or you have not got the print yet, it's better get a print and bind it in the shape of book. Take this book out and every day at least you read it for 10 minutes. And if you don't have the hard copy, don't worry. Just read from the soft copy in your mobile or in your computer for 10 minutes daily for that. And the fourth one, your homework is regarding this wet pocket book. The wet pocket book, this is foldable. Soft copy have been placed in you. Get it printed, fold it, and keep it in your pocket or in lady's hamper. And take it 5 times every day, either before the prayers or after the prayers for 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that, and start reading. In few weeks, you will memorize this code. And after that, when you take it 5 times daily for 2 to 3 minutes and read it again, then your memory shortcuts. As per Dr. Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahim, 300 times memory increases by this practice. This part is very important. It will remain part of our course till the last lesson or the last portion, not in only crucial, because it comprises 50% important words and the verbs for which we study in QC1. So that is the importance of this course. The next place the sheet, the wet sheet at some prominent place, just like where you have the most time. If you're passing kitchen, keep it on the fridge or in some a window or in your door back or at your bedside. So you should have most of the time look on that and realize they contain important words. Then listen to the 1 hour concise MP3 recording because it contains all the 20 lessons, important words and verbs which are the part of the QC1 in the recording of Dr. Try to listen it often. If not if often, at least once in a week. So you should not forget the 50% words of the Quran which you have learned in or you are going to learn in the QC1. The sixth homework is talk about the course with your some colleagues, your friends, your study partner. Your study partner may be your uh, friends, maybe some your children, or maybe your parents, grandchildren, or maybe some neighbors, or maybe colleagues, or maybe some person who is interested and you have made him or her according to your gender, friend of study or partners will discuss every day whatever you learn or you uh, know about your lessons that is important. The seventh homework is recite different surah in Salah. Not really memorize 2 or 3 surah and every time in every record repeat them. Please at least memorize 10 surah, last 10 surah of that Mus'haf and try in each record to repeat different surah or try to memorize different ayah and try to recite them in different rak'ah. Remember, you are chosen. Allah has selected you to learn the Quran. Don't reject these selections by walking away. Pray for yourself, saying, Rabbi zidni ilma, O Allah increase in knowledge. Pray for the classmates, O Allah help us to learn the Quran in Quran class. So these are the workable pocketbook and the vocabulary sheet. The vocabulary sheet can be placed some prominent place where you have the most of the time and you can look at them. And the pocketbook, I told you, it increases memory or sharpen the memory during that time. Be a teacher. The best way to learn is to teach. Download the PowerPoints from the understand on the academy side and start teaching. Whatever you learn, that's easy to teach whatever you have learned so far. At the end of course, if you require teacher training course, that is also available at the understand on academy side. Let's pray. May Allah help us to decide, understand, ponder, implement, and memorize. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك. With this, I completed the question of the lesson of the day. If you have any question and queries, you can ask please. You can even ask or send a question on WhatsApp. You will get the answer for it. So no question. Let's go to the last uh, point. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير.